Welcome back, students, to the Priyasha's English Hub. As you can see from the image, A Thing of Beauty. Today I'm going to take another poetry of 12th class CBSE board, A Thing of Beauty, written by John Keats, who belongs to the age of Romantic era. He is very known and famous poet, and this poetry is also very much famous and important one for you students. Let's see the background. A Thing of Beauty is a poem written by the famous romantic poet John Keats. The poem tells about how nature and its wonder mesmerize us and take away all the sorrow and surrounds us from time to time. The following explanation might help you aid you in understanding this exceptional piece of work in poetry. This is exceptional piece of work in poetry done by John Keats. And this explanation will definitely help you in understanding the poetry and the theme. Let's know the background of the poetry first. Endymion. It is based on it is an extract actually from the poem written by John Keats, which was an epic named Endymion. So Endymion is an epic, a collection of poems, or you can say a long poem from which these lines have been taken. This poem by Keats is based on the Greek mythology of Endymion, who was a shepherd beloved, and the moon goddess Selene. It is about the shepherd who was a lover and he was he was mesmerized by the beauty of goddess moon, which you can name as Cynthia. Okay, let's come to know what is the theme. A thing of beauty is a source of constant joy. Constant means continuous joy. Means a thing of beauty is always the thing of beauty always keeps on giving you continuous joy. Beauty can be found everywhere. You can find it everywhere around you. It is something that has what you can consider a thing of beauty. According to John Keats, students, according to John Keats, it is something that has the quality, that has the capacity to transform, to change lives. It also highlights the fact that beauty has a healing quality. Beauty is the thing of beauty is always having the healing quality, that is the ability to remove negativity. It can remove all the negative thinkings and all the negative frame of mind from you. It can be an any object, nature, tales, or even noble needs of our ancestors. Central idea of the poem. A Thing of Beauty is a poem written by John Keats. In the poem, the poet gives the idea that beautiful things are the source of great joy and happiness. The poet says that the creation made by God provides us energy and happiness. The things present all around us gives a lot of reasons to make us feel happy. It is up to us how and when we find it, or whether we are able to find it or not. It is up to you people whether you are able to see those things of beauties which God has provided us, which are full of energy and happiness. Let's start the explanation of the first stanza. A thing of beauty. In the first stanza, John Keats has described beautifully what the thing of beauty is doing. A Thing of Beauty is a poem taken from the poem titled Endymion, as I have told you in previous slides, a poetic romance written by the famous poet John Keats. The poet says that a beautiful thing is a source of endless joy. It has eternal beauty which never fades away. A beautiful thing is like a shady shelter which gives us a sleep full of sweet dreams, good health, and relaxation. The poet says what? According to the poet, a beautiful thing is a constant source of endless joys. It has the eternal beauty. It is having some eternal beauty and quality which never fades away, which never destroy or damages. A beautiful thing is like is it works just like a shady shelter which gives us where we can sleep soundly, where we can have a sleep full of dreams, where we can enjoy health and relaxation. Our attachments to the earthly things are like a flowery wreath. Wreath means band. When we find something beauty around us, this will create an attachment in ourselves to the earthly things, and it will work like it is making a flowery band which will keep us bound or bind to the earth. They are traps. These beautiful things will work as the traps which bind us to the materialistic things and keeps away from eternal happiness, eternal outer happiness. The earth is full of hatred, greed, and negativity. We can see that our surroundings are the atmosphere, the present condition, the situation, the circumstances are always full of hatred, greed, and negativity. And negativity always try to attract us towards it. According to the poet, the gloom and sadness caused by this negativity fades away with the positive vibes of the beautiful things that surround us. So, what can remove the gloom and the sadness? Just the beautiful things is having the quality to remove away the negativity from us. The poet has listed out some of the beautiful things that surrounds us. As the saying goes, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. This is very famous quote. I have also used this in my proverb section. So it, according to it, beauty always lies in the eyes of the beholder or in the eyes of the onlooker. So it is up to us whether we are watching the beauty or we are watching the ugliness of that particular thing. He says that the numerous creations of God, like the sun, which gives us energy, the moon's beauty, the trees, which gives us shade, are the natural beauties around us. The various animals, like the sheep that surround us, make our world lively. The pretty flowers, like daffodils, make the world green and lively. The flowing streams of water cool and refresh us in the hot summer season. All these things, the reference or the images or the name the poet has used in this paragraph are just to tell us that all these things can be considered as a thing of beauty, because they gives us energy and they gives us inspiration too. And the thing of beauty is always keep on inspiring us to live more, to live happily, to enjoy each and every moment. The forests which are full, according to the poet, the forests are also the thing of beauty. They play the role of a thing of beauty for someone, because they are full of pretty musk rose flowers, are a beautiful sight to the eye. All these are the things of beauty. Also, the stories of the brave soldiers who laid their lives, according to the poet, all the stories about our soldiers, about our heroes, which who had sacrificed their lives for the nation, for the country, or for some particular community. Uh, Always, their stories can also be the thing of beauty, because they also inspire us. So, the stories of the brave soldiers who laid their lives to protect their people are beautiful and inspiring. These beautiful things are like a fountain of immortality bestowed upon us by God. According to the poet, if a person is able to find a thing of beauty, all the things of beauty will work as if it has become the all these things become the fountain of immortality, which is created for us to provide the blessings of God. They inspire us to live on and maintain our faith in goodness. These are the Here is the list of some beautiful things mentioned by the poet in the poetry. And the question also comes about that what are the things mentioned by the poet as the thing of beauty, and you have to learn at least four or five things from them. The sun, the moon, shady trees, beautiful daffodil flowers, streams of water, dense green bushes of forest ferns where fragrant musk roses grow, tales of heroic men and sacrifice who sacrifice their lives. And these are the things which cause suffering and pain in our life: desire to offend others, hopelessness, lack of noble men, noble nature, bad health, unhappiness, gloom, and darkness. I hope you have understood the theme and the essence of the poetry. Thank you. Have a nice day. Write me in comment box if you find that I should have added, I must add something else in the poetry. Thank you.